whoa, you are sensitive, my dude. How do we go anywhere? Can I break the rocks? No. All right, that didn't work. I'm getting jumped. I'm 200% getting jumped. I'm out. I'm so out. I hit a tree. I don't know how to fix the situation we've ended up in. You know, this game has mixed reviews on Steam right now, and I think I might be already starting. Like, slowly but surely, I'm like, oh, yes, yes. I've never opened this game before today. I don't know. Sure, okay. I'm gonna turn off audio output for a second because it's quite loud. I haven't fixed it yet. I just wanted to get that recorded. But this is early access. Yeah, it's early access. They fixed it, I guess. Whatever was wrong with my game, it's fixed. Today we're playing Hyper Light Breaker. Oh, I don't want to play it with control. I don't want to plug in my controller. Like, I don't. I'm gonna start with keyboard and mouse, and if I struggle a lot, we're either gonna power through or I'm gonna plug in the controller, but it is early access. So usually I do not care as much for early access. Anyways, today we're playing Hyper Light Breaker. That makes sense though why my personal cursor is showing up though, for the sole purpose that you're supposed to play with the controller. Oh, it's one of these. But we are playing the early access version of Hyper Light Breaker. I feel like I've tried to start this intro a million times and have been cut off by something. Playing the early access release of Hyper Light Breaker thanks to Arc Games and Keymailer. So this game was on my radar. It describes itself as a, what is it? Open world action roguelite or something. I like read it and then it took forever to open and I forgot. An open world online roguelite with procedurally generated worlds. So that's probably why it was on my radar. Ticks a bunch of boxes right there. I feel like I saw it at like a Game Awards or something, but just don't remember. Let's play with options. Give me a sec. I'm very interested in the fact that we don't have frame rate. There's VSync, but it's just like an on-off thing. So interesting. Very interesting here. What's listening mode do? Oh, midnight studio. Or we're just gonna do normal because I don't know what the differences are here. All right, well, Hyper Light Breaker. I feel like we should just go into this. This is an early access, so we're gonna be nice to it. Last patch was on February 20th. I'm recording this on March 14th, which is we're pushing an envelope here, right? Because I may or may not have a deadline on this one. And as you are watching this, I may or may not be at Sailor Moon Super Live. So we got things to do. But yeah, I already feel like I might be seeing things. It says it's an online procedurally generated roguelite, and it has mixed reviews on Steam, like around 60%. So not horrible, but there's definitely, looks like there's people who are upset with this game. It looks like there might be some save data issues, as well as I would not be surprised if in the background on my PC right now, a like anti-cheat program is working or something, and that's why people are upset about it. I didn't look at the reviews. I just looked at the percentage because I was checking everything on Steam to make sure I was good to go. So that's when I saw that it had mixed reviews. I'm thinking it might have something to do with an anti-cheat running in the background, because I know Steam reviewers don't like anti-cheats. They don't like free-to-play gacha games on Steam. They don't like those either. But it could have something to do with that. I'm not for sure. Possibly, if I remember, we'll check at the end what the reviews are actually griping about. And if we've run into any of those problems, we can commiserate. But I did receive my copy of the game from Arc Games and Keymailer, so we're gonna give it a fair shot. And it ticks all my boxes. So hypothetically, we should have a great time. Will we in practice? Let's find out. Play. I am using keyboard and mouse. I don't think I'll have I shouldn't have a problem with that. I think we're just gonna have to like keep my little mouse off screen. Which in early access release of a game, not having like a dedicated version of the mouse is totally normal and fine. It's totally normal and fine. I have a fun mouse that I downloaded like years ago off Twitter of Silverwolf from Honkai Star Rail for the sole type of purpose. So welcome to the Cursed Outpost. Unlock permanent upgrades, recruit vendors, and buy gear to help you in the Overgrowth. Head to the telepad when you are ready to enter the Overgrowth. Okay, tutorials can be accessed at the menu at any time. All right. Whoa, you are sensitive, my dude. If we don't have controls for that, we might have to plug in the controller. So control settings, mouse look sensitivity all the way down, baby. Aim sensitivity, I'm also gonna bump down a little bit, just for safety measures. Does that mean if I go in here, do I have frame rate now? That'd be great, actually, if I have frame rate now. I don't have frame rate now. Interesting, very interesting. Okay. I would like it to always show tutorials, especially because we're going into this as an early access review of a game. I would like it to always, this is much better. This is already much better. I would like it to always show tutorials. I also think it would be quite nice if we had the ability to customize our character, because I am just annoying like that. What did I want to change? There's, audio, because it's actually quite low, which has surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to be so low. All right. Let's play. Ferris bit? Oh, okay. So we talked to them to unlock permanent upgrades and decode the fragmented memories of the crowns. So there's some story here. Acquire abyss stones and golden rations by completing cycles, and then find cores and core shards in the Overgrowth. Okay, I can work with that. Hello, friend. F to interact. I know that one. So this is our commanding officer. If I interact with you again, do I have to interact with the little you? No. I guess we probably just don't have anything to do with them yet. So there's more people this way. You, who are you? I can't interact with you yet. Okay. It feels a little like stunted, like the frame rate feels a bit wonky. I'm wondering if I turn on VSync, if that will help. Also, now I do have to bring the audio back down. I see where this is the audio level I actually set. Or let's turn VSync on. Does that help? A little bit, I think. A little bit, but it still is a little bit stunted. I feel like at the end of the day, I think that's just the art style, but having a frame rate selector option could be really helpful. At least I would think. I'm just gonna go in. Okay, you want me to do something here. What is it you want me to do here? Investigate rail mechanic shop. So what's here? We can buy, sell, and upgrade ranged weaponry. We don't have that as an option. So I'm assuming if I go across the way, maybe over to you, this is the Tinkerer shop. So this is with Hollow Bites. We don't really have any drops yet. We can't really do anything. So I say we just kind of go into it, guns blazing. We have this shiny telepad here, and we have to defeat the crown. So it looks like we have to go through 3 unknown levels to reach this boss level. So we can pursue, and I do have options here. I have a blade as well as I can select. Okay, blade, select. How do I know if I have it selected? If I hit E? I think we're good then. I think these are the weapons I have equipped. Oh, we have different characters as well. It looks like not all of them are in here though, and it's in a weird order. So we have Vermilion, which I am kind of covering them, but hold on. God, I tabbed out for 2 seconds. This is still gonna be covering them, isn't it? Okay, this is gonna be weird setup for a second. But this one is completely empty. We have Goro. Oh, I skipped Lapis. Goro, empty. Ravona, empty, empty, empty. So it's like a weird setup. I don't know when those will like actually proc in. So it's a little bit weird. But so far we only have Vermilion, so we'll do that. We can't upgrade these characters, but again, I kind of want to just go in normally. Amps we don't have, so I guess this is my loadout, so this is what I have equipped. We don't have any armor yet, because we can't really buy anything. We don't have any, or we do have a perk, it just doesn't have an icon. When a rail deals a crit hit, the next shot will also be a crit hit, that's good. Don't have any hollow bites yet, so we're really just going in guns blazing, quite frankly. Let's just go. Hopefully it doesn't match me with other like randoms. Because I will just, especially if there's voice chat, I wasn't prepared for voice chat, and I didn't look if there was a setting for voice chat. I don't know if this game has voice chat, but I do believe there's an option to play co-op. So we might have to check that when we get in. Because that was the thing, when I played Warframe for the first time, I just kind of went in guns blazing, and it immediately just threw me into co-op. Luckily, I had very normal people in my co-op session. But I was like, oh dear. I also wasn't recording, so it was fine. It was totally fine. But I was like, oh god, that could have been bad. All right, it looks like it's just us. So these are our bosses here, it looks like, and it is on an open world sort of setup. There is a ping, so that's how you know it's multiplayer. I'm not gonna remember any of those. I feel like that is the worst possible way to do a setup like that, like to teach controls. All right, let's just hope I got this. Woo! Hi, friend. Are you dead? It's not doing anything. Okay, noted. My model's kind of laggy, but I feel like it's not laggy enough for me to like be concerned about it, so we're just gonna deal with it. One thing I would like to see, is there a bloom setting? Can I turn off bloom? No, I can't. That's wonderful, actually. There's no bloom. Great. It's my request. I would like a bloom setting. Oh, interact. So I hit F. I cannot interact with a damn thing. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong here. So where do we go? There's a boss over this. Here we go. Okay, so there's movement. You can dash with, oh, it's a shift dash. Space is hoverboard, and then you can dash up a wall as well. Okay. Hello, I am very close to the back of my head. I don't know where to go. Okay, yeah, fine. The movement is actually quite fun when you get it, but I feel like it would be better on controller, but I'm not doing that. So, can you even climb? Oh, that goes up to the ceiling, so that's not, how do we go anywhere? Is this where the mixed reviews are coming from? Popped open the navigation. Gather prisms to defeat crowns. So I need to defeat stuff, but I'm not sure what to defeat because there's like nowhere for me to go. Okay, I get it. What if I just do that? Speaking of Warframe, it does kind of have some Warframe-esque controls. Oh, it's you press down. Okay, is this a better gun? Probably, right? Oh, equip? It's hold down on everything. Okay. It looks like it's better because it's at a higher level, right? So we interact. All right, I'm learning things. Okay, is this gonna be an elevator? It looks like it. It's gonna go really fast, isn't it? Yep, that's okay. We've discovered the shrine. We did it. We got out. Ooh, rock. Can I break the rocks? No. Ooh, hoverboard. That's fun. So there's a shrine, and we can refill medkits, but I don't have any damage done yet. So there should be a boss or at least an opponent over this way. So I say we head over this way. I hear like a dog or something. I need to do like the hand shift because I need to have like a free, I need to be able to have full movement. What are you? Interact? Oh, material. Okay. I don't know what that does. Oh, you look like what I need to do. Hello. This looks like a shrine or something. I say we go in, just guns blazing it. How do I go in though? Gather prisms to defeat. Oh, this must be the final boss. So we can't do that yet. So it looks like we do need to find some damn dogs or something to fight. All right. Where are the dogs? Right here. The lock on, auto lock on's a bit wonky, but nothing we can't figure out. Interact. I got my HP back, it seems. There's a lot of you. I'm totally gonna die, aren't I? I'm just going in guns blazing, actually. Take out this thing because it has like a laser beam situation. Oh, the dog got me. The dogs keep getting me. I'm gonna die. Hold on. Oh, I totally missed that. I have like no health left. I have like no health left. All right, that didn't work. Okay, I am dead. I tried. I does feel like the controls are a bit wonky, but that could very easily be because I am playing the wrong way. We do have a certain amount of reses available, and I don't know how to activate it. So I'm just gonna maybe sit here and see what happens. It says it's activated. Do I have to wait? Probably. Like already I can kind of see like the bones of this game. And like, yes, I'm glad it's an early access release because otherwise it feels like this is not like a game that's ready to officially release. So I have to give it that because I just played another game yesterday that definitely probably should have been released in early access because it also had some mixed reviews. I liked it, but it definitely felt like an early access release, and this also feels like an early access release, but they labeled it as early access, which I have to give them a little bit of props for. Because I said in that video that probably went up earlier today that it feels almost like some games are afraid to label their game as early access, when there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're constantly updating it. There's nothing wrong with that. So we have cycles. The overgrowth is unstable and regularly reconfigures itself, dominated by the power of the Abyss King. Defeat the crowns and challenge the Abyss King before running out of lives. Fail to do so, and the world will renew, and you'll need to try again. Okay, so that's where the world seed thing comes in, I believe. So we're back here. We have Ferris again. I think the tutorial things keep coming up because I turned on automatic tutorials. But I think the problem there is play with friends. I don't want to do a multiplayer, actually. But I see where that... I have the automatic tutorial function up. However, I do have to say, I think... like, I turned it on for the sole purpose of... oh, feature coming soon for Holobytes. Well, damn. Okay. I turned it on because I do want to know how to play the game. Obviously, if we're doing like an early access review of it. So I'm like, yeah, have those be automatic so I can constantly have them. We have vendors here. Okay. But I don't know if they're actually helpful, you know? There's a gift button. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have like the vouchers or whatever they need. I also think we need to do one thing before I get in there. Mouse aim sensitivity also needs to go lower. I'll keep it at 2 instead of 1, but oh my God, I need to like shift my fingers over. All right, pursue. Let's try this again. Do I have the gun? No, I lost the gun that I dropped. Understandable. We'll figure it out. At the very least, I'll go another like 2 hit. We'll go until we run out of lives. How about that? We'll go until we run out of lives and we'll figure it out. I can already, like, I can see the bones. Like I said, I can see the bones. I can see what this game is trying to go for. And I think it's very promising, but is it perfect yet? No. And that's okay for an early access release. Okay, so it does have you continue from where you left off, which is kind of nice. I might turn off automatic tutorial. It's just getting annoying at this point because it's like, okay, well, you're here, so you must want the tutorial that we show at this section, even if you've seen it 7 times already, you know? What is our radius on the aim? Got you. All right, I think it's time we start hitting. Guns blazing. Can I... there's an input lag. There's 200% input lag, and I think that's what's getting me. The input lag is getting me because I like try to do sword and it's not as intuitive as I feel like I would need it to be. Like immediately my brain wants to compare this combat to something like Warframe, and I don't think it's as intuitive as I need that combat to be. Can I reload? I have no battery for my gun. Okay, cool. Great. That's awesome. That's so fun, actually. Did you just blow up on all of us? Dude. Oh my gosh. I got some HP back. God damn. Oh, there's some chests over here. I could probably use these. Please be batteries. All right, we have gunpowder back. Is that stuff over there? I also don't know how to gather prisms. What are you? Oh, I'm out of battery. That looks poisonous. Doesn't look poisonous though, but it's just set decoration, so. Oh God, there's a slime. There's slimes. It'll be great. Oh, 77 battery. Awesome. The amount, now it's 8 out of 15. I was at like 23 like 2 seconds ago. What happened? Like, is the gun even worth it? Because they just keep sending out guys. What is this? Dormant hilt? Yeah, I'll equip it. What does this do? Oh, extraction available? Where? Oh, is it right there? Oh, there's a bunch of guys. There's a bunch of guys. Don't like that at all. And there's slimes. There's slimes. I do think I got a better... I'm getting jumped. I'm 200% getting jumped. Okay, hold on. Where's my, like, mag skill when I need it? You know what? I'm out. I'm out. I'm so out. I hit a tree. I hit a tree. I don't know how to fix the situation we've ended up in because they are just following me. What if we just... Hello, can I just fight you here? Yeah, there's so much input lag. It's just, I don't find this satisfying because there's a lot of input lag, it feels like. Yeah, it's just, is that the issue? Is that what people what people are griping about? Is it an input lag thing? Because I don't think I would be surprised if that is the issue. I'm curious about this. I am curious about this. I will look at it when I get my mouse back because we might have cracked the code. It might have nothing to do with anti-cheat hooks. It literally might just be input lag. Which, yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of games like this. I really like games like this, and I really like roguelites. So hypothetically, I should really like this game, which is, again, why it was probably on my radar. I do think if it's an input lag issue, though, I don't know if it's entirely playable in that state because of the type of game it is, especially because I'm used to gameplay like Warframe and things like that, where it is, there is a very little, if any, input lag on combat in Warframe. It's so clean. So, like, obviously, that is not a one-to-one comparison. This is an indie game that is in early access as opposed to something like Warframe that's been out for over 10 years at this point. So I'm just like, take a step back. It is not a one-to-one comparison. It's a horrible comparison, actually, but considering that's what I'm used to, and you can see kind of that's what they're trying to emulate a little bit here, or just that sort of style, I don't know if it works yet. I am curious, so I want to open up Steam. If let me have my mouse back. You're not gonna be able to see it, but I do want to see what some of these reviews are saying. Because it is a follow-up to Hyperlight Drifter, which is also probably why it came up. Interesting. A couple reviews are saying, like, I want to love this game, but can't. Oh, apparently there's a clock, a timer that has been running this whole time, and I didn't even know. Some people can't even launch the game. The battery system, all right. Yeah, I was having issues with that. Even just in my 2 runs, I like ran out of stuff. Enemies doing a lot of damage, yeah. And I'm assuming the enemies doing a lot of damage, like with most other roguelites, over time you'll gain more of that damage. Like you'll gain the ability to do that damage back. Or what am I saying? Over time, you level up, have better defense, more HP, things like that, get better at the game, and it makes more sense. So yeah. I'm also playing it in single player, and I've seen some people that be like, yeah, single player is kind of rough. It's interesting though to see like negative reviews as recent as March 7th, March 11th even, and then see a review from March 3rd that's like, I'm gonna post a positive review. I don't know what the game was like before this, and it's like, it's still a little rough, buddy. But it seems like even the negative reviews are really just a straight I don't recommend it in this state. It just needs more time. Like, it's still very early. And I didn't play Hyperlight Drifter, so I don't have that context to run off of. Because, like, the combat could be good, but it just feels like I'm input lagging, you know? Like, maybe that's a skill issue, but I can't tell. There's a positive review that specifically points out the fact that the game doesn't quote-unquote hold your hand, but I feel like there needs to be a certain amount of tutorial just to understand what's going on. There's another positive review that's like, it's a skill issue if you suck at this game, which I feel like those type of reviews aren't helpful. They're just kind of contrarian and like contrarian to be contrarian, which I hate those type of reviews. Or it's just like, get good. Like, that's not a review. That's just that's just you having a big ego, quite frankly. There's like one of the top reviews literally says early access is early access, and not all games enter it equally. And I have to agree with that. I've said very similar to this as well. And considering that this is an early access release of an open world game, that's a big, like, undertaking to take on with something like that, to have an open world game in early access. They're not, like, upon like the first launch of that, it's not going to be great, honestly, because open world games are harder to make than something that is like single stage. Like this, something like this, comparing rogue games here, something like this is probably a lot of it more difficult to make compared to something like Hades 2, another rogue game that is also in early access right now. It's single stage. They had the layout from Hades 1, and this is also technically a follow-up to Hyperlight Drifter. So very similar things going on here, even if it's not one-to-one. But the early access for Hades 2 is pretty solid, I would say. And granted, it is kind of like a one-to-one thing there. Like, they kind of just took Hades 1 and plopped it. The mechanics are pretty similar. There's different stuff. I love Hades 2. I haven't played a ton of it, but I do love it. This definitely needs some more time to cook. The concept is there. I do want to really quickly, while I'm thinking about it, just like look up Hyperlight Drifter on Steam so I have some background knowledge, because I don't remember how that game works. I remember seeing it like ages ago, but I don't remember everything about it because I haven't played it. Interesting. It's not published by the same publisher, possibly? Or it's not on... Yeah, okay, it's different. That's why, because I looked over, because I thought, like, Hyperlight Breaker sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? It's because Hyperlight Drifter exists, But whereas Hyperlight Drifter was developed and published by Heart Machine, the publisher for Breaker is Arc Games, which is a different company. So it's not listed on the same Steam page. That makes sense. It was released in 2016. This was just before I was really into playing independently released games. I was like still in high school. So yeah. So I was like, this sounds really familiar. Why am I not remembering it? And it looks like I would actually very, very much like Hyperlight Drifter, because it does look like a more traditional dungeony roguelike situation. It definitely looks like I would really like Hyperlight Drifter, and it looks like Hyperlight Breaker is supposedly an open world version of that. So whereas Hyperlight Drifter is like pixel art, atmospheric, this is like atmospheric, but with like, obviously we're in 3D. There's definitely influences taken from other games. Like Warframe is the one I was able to compare it to the easiest, but it's still, it still needs time to cook. There's still some settings that definitely need to be there. And granted, I'm not playing with controller, and at this point I don't really feel like plugging my controller in, but like this first like little post here, I feel like it feels very dead, and I wish it had a little bit more life to it. On paper, theoretically, this is something I should really enjoy, but it's not yet. And I can see that. I did say we would go until I ran out of lives. I don't think we're gonna have too many lives left, but we'll give it a try. In solo player mode right now, it's not, I don't think I'd recommend it. Possibly in multiplayer, it would be good, but I'm not playing it in multiplayer, and I honestly don't have the brain cells to play in multiplayer at 10 o'clock at night when I've been prepping for, I have a full week of work and then prepping for an event this weekend. I'm like, no, absolutely not, actually. So I should like it. I want to like it. And I saw other reviews saying the same of like, I should like it. So I can see where the prisms are at. We're right here. So there's a prism here, prism here. I would love if I could, we can highlight. So I'm gonna lock on those prisms because there's 6 prisms in all. I'm gonna lock on all of them and they don't show up on the map. So I open map, we'll ungreen those. And then there's one right here as well as a chest. So we can highlight it, but it doesn't show up on the mini map, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think if I just go straight downwards, that's the direction we need to go in, and maybe it'll show up on that mini map. Is this dog trying to come for me? Yeah. This big guy's slow, so I can kind of get some hits on him when the dogs aren't trying to kill me. All right, I have to get my dodges ready. Okay, I'm kind of getting to combat now, I feel like. Maybe it was just like a trial and error bit. But at least with like the one guy, when it's not like a big horde, that big horde situation is difficult. But when it's one big guy, I kind of am totally fine, I feel like. And I actually do like the combat. Maybe when there's a lot of opponents on screen, it's just there is an input lag issue. There's just too many on screen at one time. It's just not gonna work. That definitely could be something that would make total sense, especially with an early access release. I wouldn't be surprised to come across something like that. I need to open the map again. Think we're going the right direction? Or do I need to go this way? I don't know where I need to go. Okay, this way? Yeah, the map is really unintuitive. All right, we're gonna have to deal with this. Oh, can we reload? Can we please reload? Come on, guys. Okay, I'm lagging. Like, I'm full lagging. So I can HP, so we'll do that. Oh, it's showing up on the mini map now. Thank God. They need to up the radius for that, because if you're too, like, I need to be able to see that from like the other side of the map to know where I'm going. Gonna reload in there. Gotcha. Oh, you're still up. Hello. Let me, oh, I see it now. Okay, so I was seeing a review about if you're in like a combat, you're not able to hoverboard away. And I do see that happening to me now, because I was like, that wasn't happening to me before. That's not an actual feature. No, it totally is. And it might be, I think it's a bad feature. That feels more like a bug than a feature. I'm gonna be so real. But now that I've kind of gone through a couple modes, I do feel like I'm getting the hang of it a little bit more. And I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing. So that's good. And it is quite fun. Like, it is definitely in my wheelhouse. Like, it has the things I would like. That not being able to hoverboard when enemies are in the vicinity kind of sucks. That does kind of suck. Okay, these guys are shielded. Whoa. Okay, this sucks. This is what I was running into before, though. I'm just trying to take out these guys, and it's not letting me. Because these guys are shielding. There's so many of you. And there's like that jump input lag that is getting me. You know, this is kind of like just drive-by kills, which ain't nothing wrong with drive-bys, but I need time to heal. I need a minute to heal, guys. Ain't nothing wrong with drive-by kills. We'll figure it out. I can't, it's like the auto lock on to these like floating guys is not it. And I'm like struggling to take them out. And there's that jump input lag that keeps getting me. Oh, I don't have any health serums. Ah, that's the issue. So we're gonna die again. It looks like if they get far enough away from their shield overlords, they can be taken out. But the problem is, like, there's no heal over time. Like, I'm just kind of like, well, hopefully drive-by kills will work with my 7 health in a dream. Yeah, it's like the auto lock on does not. And yeah, maybe that is a skill issue. I don't care. I'll figure it out. Drive-by kills have not let me down before, so I need to get these guys in the air. Whoa, we're back to 3. We're down to 3 health now. Am I gonna cheese this? Yeah, just give me a second, all right? Give me a second to cook here. Eventually we'll take all these guys out. But it's also kind of difficult because I'm doing this, like, I'm trying to, like, place everything, like, with 3 health in a dream. And, like, these guys are getting real angry. I do see them kind of losing shield, though. But they need to get away from each other. Maybe the shields just do go down after a hot second. Okay, getting those flying guys is a pain in the butt. Okay, nope, that didn't work. Oh, wasted. I was like, okay, let me get this guy. He's kind of far away. Nope, dead. I see the vision. I do see the vision for Hyperlight Breaker. And I think after enough time, am I gonna lose my sword? After enough time, I think I could really like it, but maybe not in the current state. I feel like it needs some quality of life changes, but what concerns me is, like, looking at the reviews and, like, how it's updated over time. It seems like they're going in a direction away from, like, what the community wants as quality of life and have, like, a very set vision for the game, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because that set vision is still going to be somebody's cup of tea. Somebody will like it. It's not like it has, like, 20% on Steam. It has 60 or, like, 63 or something. So there's definitely a audience for this game, but I don't know if it overlaps with the audience for the previous game, and that might be the issue. Can we start upgrading? Okay, yeah, I need to turn off that stuff. Gamma claws, 0 edge, charge attack, perfect parries. Okay, well, I don't like perfect parries. I'm wondering if there's, like, a upgrade I can make to my gun to make it so the ammo isn't like, oh, some of these locations need to be repaired, so we can only upgrade our weapon, like our actual blade weapon. I'm turning off tutorials, by the way. I see why I had it off, because it looks like there's a glitch there. The tutorials should only show once, quite frankly, but it is what it is there. So inventory refresh in 1 run. Okay. A tremendous blade with relatively quick attacks for its size. I kind of like that, but I don't know if it's worth. Maybe we go for it, because I have just enough to buy it. Oh no, it's 120 and 2, and I have 260 and 3, so I actually have quite a bit. The special is actually the special can do more damage. It does more attack, and it has a crit stat, so I think I'm gonna buy this 0 edge. It's a heavy weapon, which could be bad because I tend not to go for heavy weapons, but it says it's relatively quick for its size. And this is my last run anyway, so if I hate it, we'll just let the run end. So this is my last res. We'll give it a shot. I want to try this new weapon. Maybe that is what I'm missing. Because that's like the idea of a roguelite, is over time you get better skills, better weapons, things like that. And combat becomes easier while you're also learning how the game works. So it feels very satisfying. I don't know if I'm there yet, but also I've had this issue with other roguelites, including Hades, my favorite roguelite ever, where my first couple of runs, my first couple of hours in the game, I felt very lackluster about it because I was still learning it and I was newer to roguelites and roguelikes at the time. So it was kind of like, well, this kind of sucks. I suck at the game. And it's like, no, you just got to actually get good. But that's not what you want to hear when it's like, why do I suck at this game? You know? Oh, there's that extraction. That's in the middle of the water. I don't want to deal with that. All right, we'll pick you. That's the one I've been going. What if we switch it up and go here? I say let's switch it up. So where is that on the map? It is the direction I am in. So we're just gonna try that, I guess. This is technically the closer of the two. Like I've said, I see the bones, but it's not perfect yet. Oh, we got a key. What does the key do? Let me just take you out back here. Oh, there's a whole horde of you guys. All right, well, it's sword time. Whoa, I immediately got smashed for like half health. Definitely having a better weapon is helpful, for sure. But I mean, getting immediately smashed, that's not that helpful. Whoa, okay, give me a shift, give me a shift. All right, well, I'm taking bleed damage. When did that happen? All right, okay, I immediately got hit. How do you avoid anything? Well, luckily this better weapon means I'm one-shotting up enemies now. All right, I'm doing bleed damage again. We're gonna die. This is difficult. Oh God, there's more opponents. There's another big guy. Like, how am I supposed to deal? I thought this area would be easier. It's not. All right, one down. Is that an extraction point? I can't talk. Hey, you guys got friendly fire? Because that would be really helpful, actually. Oh my God, that guy fell down a ledge. All right, you're done. Whoa, we're gonna hit bleed damage again, aren't we? Because my understanding is that the previous game, you also gained ammo and possibly health back upon hitting opponents. And I feel like that would make this a lot easier, quite frankly. There's that extraction available. Well, I have 5 health and am being pursued by 2 giant opponents. So I don't think that's going to happen right now, bestie. Like, will the gun work better? Oh my God, there's more of you. That's the extraction. It means there's just a horde of guys. I'm still at 5 HP and just hoping for the best here. Drive-by kills. When in doubt, drive-bys. Trying to even set up like a charge attack did not work. Oh, I got hit for bleed. I got hit for bleed. We're gonna die. I have 1 health. Can you die out from bleed damage at 1 health? I'm not sure. I can get 1 shot at any given moment though. Like that. Like that. I can see the vision for this game. But maybe it's a skill issue. I don't think it's fully a skill issue. I do think because doesn't look like I'm the only one having issues with this game, especially considering the first version of this game being like a pixel classic roguelite. Going like it's a big jump to go from that to this. So I kind of see what's happening here. But I don't hate it. Do I love it? Also no. But I don't hate it. I would be willing to come back. I think at this point, I would wait for an official release, like a 1.0, and I would be willing to come back for the 1.0 to play it again and see where the game has gone, especially because I'm curious. At this point, I'm curious to see what direction they go with, but did my guy leave? What the heck? He just left. He's gone. The whole place looks closed. What happened? All right, sure. I'm curious to see what direction this game goes in though, but I don't think it's totally polished yet, and that's okay for an early access. I just think this was, as an early access, a little bit too early to release as an early access, which happens all the time. You see it quite frequently, and you know, they could do a huge jump and it could be like flawless in like a year or so. So I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up having a really good 1.0, but like right now, it's still a little rusty. Still a little bit rusty around the edges. So hopefully they can work that out. But I think we're going to be done for today. Did I get like anything done in these runs? No, but I have an opinion on the game, at least. I wasn't seeing Steam reviews about it, but I think my one thing would be if there is like a save file issue, that definitely would be like, hey, maybe that needs to be fixed really quickly. Because when I open the game up, it's like your files are corrupted. I'm like, no, they're not. This is my first time opening the game. What the heck? So I don't know if that's like common, but who knows? Who knows at this point? Final verdict. It's definitely early access, but I'd be curious to see where it goes later on, as well as I'd be curious to try Hyperlight Drifter. Like I 200% would, because I feel like I would really enjoy that, even though it is something like combat-wise, it's entirely different. And I think that's also a big thing, is that you had this audience that was set up for like a more atmospheric classic roguelite, and to go to like a 3D open world, like to just do that like big shift. It's a very different style of combat, a very different type of game, and the audiences for those two different types of games are going to be different. There is overlap. Like I live somewhere in that overlap, I would assume, considering I love both types of games, but not everyone is going to be like that. So that also kind of puts a wrench in that. Anyways, I think we're going to be done for today. I did really enjoy getting to check this one out though, so thank you once again to Arc Games and Keymailer for providing me with my copy of the game. I don't recommend it right now, but I would love to be able to recommend it somewhere down the road. I think I see where it's going, but at this point in time, I don't think I could fully recommend it unless you saw the gameplay and are like, oh, that's something I could vibe with and might want to give it a try. Maybe purchase it on sale, because supporting an early access game is the best way to support the game to get to a full release in the future. So if you were interested in it, I would maybe pick it up on sale. I feel like that could be a happy medium. But if you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!